Hi everyone, Vanessa here. So this video is all about light language, what it is, where it comes from, the uses of light language, and how it's relevant for us today. So first, what is light language? Light language is an ancient universal communication system that is from our soul, that is from the heart. And it's coming forth today because many of us are embarking on meditation journeys, spiritual journeys. We are going on retreats more and more. We're just involved in our spiritual lives and in deeper ways. And the light language is conducive to this type of path. It's conducive to when we are in our heart space. We have different forms of light language, so different facets of light language, and those would be spoken light language, sung or chanted light language, toning, written light language, signed light language, and you could even incorporate movement, so danced light language or using the body to interpret light language. And for the sung or spoken light language, a lot of people ask, well, what is it? What are you saying? Can I have a translation? And that sort of thing. And I think it's awesome that people are curious about this, about these languages. But light language is not a cognitive language, so it doesn't get interpreted in the brain. It gets interpreted through the heart. So each word is not really going to have a direct translation, let's say, is like if you were translating from English to Italian. Light language, the way you'd interpret light language is through the heart and how it makes you feel, because light language is a divine feminine tool. Well, how does that work? So we have seed syllables. So each seed syllable has a specific resonance or vibration that shifts your DNA and or your energetic field. So when, let's say, ooh is heard, that tone is integrated into your energy field and your energy shifts. There is no possible way for light language to be to come from an inauthentic place, because it comes from the heart, and everyone's heart is pure. At the very seed of everything and everyone's essence, the heart is pure. It gets colored by the ego and other motives, but at the very center of everyone's heart chakra is that pure, unconditional divine love. And when we come from that place, light language can't be fabricated. It can't be inauthentic. That's why I stand behind this work so much, because light language comes specifically from my heart for each transmission. And that's why each of you many times will say, wow, I really understood. On some level, I understood, or I've heard this before. That feels familiar to me, because you're taking it in through your heart. Your heart's recognizing the love. It's recognizing love. That's the vibration that you're interpreting as familiar. So each seed sound Ra, Lam, Kam, Yam. If you think about the chakras, each chakra has its own tone. Om, that's like the third eye. It's those seed syllables that shift our DNA, and that's where the healing occurs. We see light language as speaking in tongues throughout history. People like to ask, well, where does this come from? Where exactly are your transmissions coming from? And a lot of times it's me. It's coming from my higher self. It's me connecting to my cosmic aspect, my universal higher self. They have valuable information. So we see it as speaking in tongues, which is the Holy Spirit, or just spirit. It's the essence coming through. And in science, we see it as glossolalia or xenolalia. And glossolalia is when we speak in a tongue that is not on Earth. So that would be an angelic or galactic language, or a language that comes from beyond our Earth. It's just bringing in those psychosomatic awarenesses and seeing in the body, being very present in the body when these transmissions are coming through, what's happening for you. Sound of light language has its own corresponding sacred geometry or light code. That's where this light language comes in, and it's as if we're taking it in through our eyes, but light is, in my idea, and what the Lyran Syrian Council says, is vibration. Light is vibration, and it's a way for us to integrate into our body. I thought it was really interesting, and I didn't think I was going to have a reaction to it, but I really felt it in my heart space, and I really felt like I could understand, and I was really feeling this person on a soul level. And I was really astounded by that experience because I wasn't expecting that. What is the use for light language? So we've talked a little bit about healing and expression. Sometimes it's just creative expression, but the relevance I feel for today is really helping us to integrate that divine femininity and to get in touch with the intuition, and it deepens our lives in such a way where we're able to get in touch with that heart space, and this kind of leaks out into other areas of our lives. So awesome. How does that translate for the rest of our lives? A lot of times people become more compassionate or more patient with people. I've noticed this in my life. I have more compassion. I have more patience. I understand divine flow, divine natural rhythm of life. I'm not such in a rush to just get stuff done. I'm more present. I can heal things in my body. I can kind of just vibrate things out. When I have pain, I use light language. And so I feel like it's bringing us together on a level that isn't present on Earth right now, but needs to be. So it's bringing us together into the heart space and allowing us to remove the ego and remove the very, consciousness, cognitive, logical, left brain kind of capabilities that happen with the brain, which are awesome when they need to be there, but it helps us remove those things and just to see each other at a very just core soul essence level. I hope that this brings some insight to you about what light language is, how it works, how it can work or might work in your life, and maybe it provides some answers for you in your own path. But right now I want to mention that I am a master's student at Sophia University. I'm finishing my master's in transpersonal psychology. I'm actually writing my thesis on light language. So stay tuned, because in a few months I will have a publication for all of you, and you can read more in depth about light language and all of the research that I'm doing right now about it. Okay, so thank you. I appreciate everyone and their feedback and your courageousness to listen to your own inner call with light language. So thank you. Namaste. Live long and prosper. Peace, and we will talk soon.